We are up and running live. Good morning, guys, from this beautiful Thailand over here. Let me know if the sound is good, if the image is good. Still figuring out everything here with the Wi-Fi and everything. It's not too fast, so they are maybe upgrading the Wi-Fi soon. But yeah, let's see. Let's see if we have any viewers streaming in this early in Europe. It's like, what time is it? 9:30 or 8:30? Don't tell me I'm starting at 8:30. That's like too early for you guys, I think, isn't it? Too early. 8:30. It's Sunday morning, Didi. We sleep. Of course, you can chat and you can tell me whatever you want. Ask me what anything you want. Talking about Bitcoin, also about, of course, the news, the prices, all of that stuff. Good morning, Danny. Good morning, Richard. Goedemorgen. 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 Yes, I'm enjoying my beautiful garden view and some people playing golf over there. So no, I don't have sea view. Dag Jungske. Good morning, Anna. Welcome all to the live stream. Welcome, Rollerman from Den Bosch. All welcome. Guten Mittag, Florian. Mm. Yeah, sorry. Probably I'm doing this too early. Next time I will do it an hour later. I didn't realize it was. I thought it was 9:30. I think like 9:30. Everyone is awake, and it's 8:30. Sorry. I am in Thailand, in Phuket at the moment. Phuket is really beautiful, but we arrived like 3 days ago now, 4 days ago. I still need to get used. It's a little bit different than Kopangan. It's a little bit more luxury. You still have the Thai vibe. You can still go to Thai beaches. You can still do all the stuff that you like to do in Thailand, but it also feels a little bit luxury, which has advantages and disadvantages. You can go to a beautiful Western Europe, Western restaurant, and you can go to a Thai restaurant. You can make it cheap. You can make it expensive. So it has both. It has everything of both worlds. So we still need to get settled and feel at home, because the house is really big. The house really doesn't feel like the type of house that we would live in. But we had a huge problem, because there were no houses available, because it's like a peak season in Phuket in Thailand. So there were only a couple of houses. This was the cheapest one I could take, but even the cheapest one was a little bit more expensive for outdoing. But it's a massive house, man. It's like, yeah, like I think all the other houses we had rented in the last couple of years fits in this one together. But like, yeah, crazy stuff. The view, my view is this view. Bam. So I'm viewing my pool, and over there I'm viewing people playing some golf. So yeah, it's a beautiful place, and over there is the house. So the whole house, it's a two-story house, but it's kind of big, man. Kind of big, 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 big. Happy long time, Mister. You big, big, big. Is the sound okay or is the sound not good? Can you please let me know? Because the first comment is coming in from Yogan. Good morning, Yogan. Is the sound not good? Is it too many poor sound? Poor sound? Okay. That's terrible. Shouldn't be poor sound because I'm using this beautiful mic and everything. Okay, prima. My morning is good. Good morning, Frank. Good morning, Skipper, Wilco, Murmel. All good morning, Fred. Swillingen, Swagen. Good morning. I found the house through an acquaintance over here. Like, it's not easy to find a house that you can pay with Bitcoin, so that was the difficult part. The owner didn't accept Bitcoin, but there was a intermediate that did accept Bitcoin, so I needed to book it through the intermediate to be able to pay with Bitcoin. And so I paid that one in Bitcoin, and that one paid the owner again in, I think, Thai baht or something like that. So that's yeah, that's how we always need to, find a way. It's not that easy yet, as with US dollar or euros, but I don't think it will take very long that it will become more easy than US dollar and euros to yeah, the pool is to rent houses like this, guys. The pool is amazing. It's like 12 meters, so I can really do my baantjes trekken. How do you call it? And I need to go up and down swimming because I want to lose some weight. So I started training 3 days ago. I did a few training sessions now. A lot of walking every day. More healthy food. I'm gonna swim every day. Yeah, I need to reset from the 5 months of alcohol on Bam Bam Beach, where many of you did visit. I'm still very thankful that all of you came to the bar and made it a huge success for my first year owning the Bam Bam Beach bar. It was a lot of fun because of you guys. But oh my god, man, you can drink. I thought I could drink, but you can really drink. So yeah, that was that was the not so good part of having a beach bar. I didn't want to drink, but I was forced to drink. Bommetje! Yeah, at the end I can do a bommetje if you like me to do a bommetje. Yeah, the house is really nice. The kids love it, of course, because it's huge. And they love the pool, and the location is good because there's bars, restaurants, and everything. And the beach is like a 10-minute walk, it's like a 3-minute drive, so it's all good. Crypto Mac, good morning from Lagos. Hi, Lagos, good morning from Phuket over here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Guys, the Bitcoin price, I don't even know where we are at the moment. I think we are near 16,000, 500. I think if we look at the CME gap at the end of Friday evening, it was 16,555, which means somewhere in this Sunday around 6 o'clock your time, I think we will be around that level again, 16,555. It's a boring market. The question now for this market, the biggest question what people have is price ways. Um, are we going to drop to 13, 14K, or is this the bottom? And that's a very difficult question to give an answer to. For me, this is the bottom, and for many others, we still need to go one leg lower. Um, to be very clear, I always have some US dollar tether um, as a saving to buy even cheaper if we drop, you know? So for me, I don't see it. The biggest support is around 13,800 US dollar if we would break this support level. So if we would break the 16,500, 400, and we fall down, then we could fall to 13,800. I think at the moment, with everything that we see, we have a war going on. We have huge problems all over the world in economical systems. We have FTX, we had Celsius, we had Luna. All of these combined, there was a lot of shitload of events that were like really negative for the market, and Bitcoin is still holding strong around that 16,500 level. So um, I think a lot of people are still on profit. Not most people are now in loss that bought at the top, but there are still a lot of people that are on profit because they bought lower than 16,000, and they're not willing to sell at the moment because they still trust that Bitcoin will be going higher. So there is an it's like there is a battle going on to those people that just are freaking out and selling because of the news, and those people that are just in it for the long term and they won't sell because they are still in profit. So if like we see a huge crash of the dollar or the euro or the stock market, yes, of course, Bitcoin will be affected a little bit, and we could drop to the 13,800 level. But that would be the ultimate bottom for me. I don't believe below 10k, sub 10k levels, guys. For me, that's way too low. And then we will just again, make a bear market bottom, go sideways, and go up again in the next bull run, and that will take some years, 1 or 2 years, till we have the new top of the bull run. So yeah, for me, I'm not freaking out. I'm buying back bitcoins. I'm earning bitcoins daily. So and again, for me, we had now trouble, almost 3 times the same bottom, like 16,500. Like, yeah, let's see, man. I'm not stressing too much about the price. I want to stress out way more um, that the control factor in the world on fiat is increasing. Regulations are increasing. KYC is increasing. Everything they can do to control your life in a financial way um, uh, is increasing. And that is why you should be starting to invest in Bitcoin. Not only to make millions or whatever, also to protect your capital from being locked on, being locked up, and all that stuff. Patrick, yes, no, I'm already training. Patrick Visser, a friend of mine, of course, in Lagos. I started to train, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm built up slowly again, so I didn't train for 2 years. I really feel that now. Good morning in Thailand is, I think, Savadi Kap. Savadi Kap is what the men say. Savadi Ka is what the women say. So the women say Savadi Ka, and we say Savadi Kap. And if you want to say thank you, it's the same. We say Kap Kun Kap, and the women say Kap Kun Ka. So yeah, that's the only things I know. And happy long time. That's the only three things I can say in Thai now. Um, The retail's attention will be drawn by lower prices. Yes, of course, people like you and me will be only going for those prices. But the institutional investors, they I think are already interested in these kinds of prices. They are already accumulating a little bit. But let's see, they are all waiting to enter the market fully because they don't know what's going to happen with the war, economics, inflations, and all that stuff. So there will be a moment that the U.S. government and any other government needs to start printing money again. You know, or do they want to go bankrupt completely? That's their choice. There is no other choice. There is or bankruptcy completely as an economical system worldwide in the Western countries, or you print a shitload of money. And if you want to print a shitload of money, then you can save again people because just remember, like if the interest is increasing, now we are seeing an increase in the interest. We also see an increase in the mortgages, in the interest for the mortgage. So the house prices need to go down again because if the interest goes up, the price needs to come down because else people can't afford to buy the house. But if the people still want to buy these houses, then they need to have an income. And to give those people an income, the economy needs to be well. They need to have jobs. So to stimulate that, they will print money, pump it into an economy to the top level that will flow down through jobs and everything to the people, and then people again are able to buy again houses and everything else they want to buy to think that they are happy. But my thoughts. I'm just a solely warrior traveling the world, singing a gospel about Bitcoin, guys. The bar Hoys Carmona, they didn't fix the permit, so we are closed for the winter, and the Bam Bam Beach will be reopening in next year. But I'm still thinking on the concept because I don't want to be there locked up in the golden cage completely. I want to do this as a community. So as a community, even it's like three, four, or five people that want to run a bar, have fun in doing so, and don't have the first greed for profit. Like it needs to be a Bitcoin bar that is converting the whole beach into a Bitcoin beach, and it doesn't need to matter how much profit we are making. It matters that there is a Bam Bam Bitcoin beach bar in Portugal on a beach, and that we collectively as a community make it work. And I can't be there daily anymore. This I tried it this summer for 5 months. It's just too much work aside of the work that I already have as an investor, as the father of a family, as also a Bitcoin family dude that needs to film documentaries and all this stuff. So yes, I want to be there. I want to promote the bar, but not every day. So a community should be taking over the concept and be running. One person that day, another person the other day, and just collectively make sure there is a Bitcoin beach bar in Lagos, Portugal. And if there is profit, we can or share it or give it to charity or whatever we want. But as a community, I think the Bam Bam Beach needs to evolve to in a community-driven um, beach bar. So that's what I like. That's what I think it should be. But let's see. And it should be run by only Bitcoiners, like really Bitcoiners, Bitcoiners, Bitcoiners. I'm looking on Phuket. Yes, I'm looking here as well. Of course, I'm looking to some places. Chop Sinistra has a good question over there. It's 2 degrees in Holland. Now it's not 2 degrees here. It's a little bit cloudy because we have the last part of the rainy season. So we have one more week of cloudy, and then it will be blue skies, very sunny, and a little bit less humid. So more dry air. The weather is perfect over here. I saw another good question. Somebody's worrying about the on and off ramps to Bitcoin by the governments that they can forbid it. Um, yeah, so I agree with that. I agree that the governments will do a lot to regulate the on and off ramps. They don't want to forbid them. They want to regulate them. They want to know that you're buying Bitcoin and they want to know that you're selling Bitcoin. They are not going to forbid it because there's too much jobs created in the Bitcoin industry. There's too much money involved in the industry. There's too much billionaires and big companies involved already in Bitcoin. So they don't want to forbid it anymore. They just want to regulate it. They just want to know who is owning Bitcoin. At the end, if they would like stop the on and off ramps into Bitcoin, it is up to you and me to continue and create these on and off ramps. And there is a new project I can share with you. I think it's called maypay.com, maypay.com, and they are now creating an on and off ramp by connecting small bars to people. So where small bars accept Bitcoin and sometimes exchange it to euros and the other way around, up to $500, and they 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 are going to connect us again with each other. We don't need banks and governments to tell us what we can't and what we can do. We just need to evolve again, re-evolve to in being people that can work together and exchange value with each other without somebody telling us what to do or won't want to do. There is no off ramp or on ramp needed if I can just pay everything in Bitcoin. So you just need to accept Bitcoin. And whatever they say, fuck them. They can't do anything to you. If you want to sell your car for Bitcoin, you can sell your car for Bitcoin. There is no law that can forbid you to sell your car for Bitcoin. You can even exchange your car for another bike or for whatever goods. So you can also do that for Bitcoin. So we need to evolve. Okay. For the newcomers, I am the moment we are in Phuket. I hope that was a good answer for you, Chop. And I don't think the price will go down because of that. Yes, non-custodial. That's a very important part that I want to talk about in a minute. Looking forward to the one in Phuket. How will you stay in Thailand? How long? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. We will definitely be here in the end of January. Definitely the end of January. Maybe even longer. Payment of service with Bitcoin illegal, but trading is legal. What's your take? Buying a beer with Bitcoin in Thailand, taking above in consideration. Um, I need to check this. I just arrived a couple of days ago, Devon, so I really need to check if they made transactions in Bitcoin illegal because they are very positive towards Bitcoin if it comes to trading, indeed. If it comes to spending, I just need to figure this out if this is true or not. Um, if it is illegal, then opening a bar would be not the smartest part. But let's see. I will keep you up to date on what I do. So thanks for the question, Devon. But I really need to look into that because I really don't know if it is illegal in Thailand. Sometimes the news and all the people shout something, but they don't know for sure. So I will have like people, really knowledgeable people, lawyers and everything, look into this. And then when I know for sure, then I can take my steps, of course. Frank Maassen, I think that regulations are really good for institutional money going into the market, but also understand the moment that institutional money goes into the market, there is less for you. And Bitcoin should be a freedom tool for all people everywhere in the world, not only for institutional investments. It should be an accessible economy for everyone that has a telephone. And I think if the institutions would take it over again, you get the same shit that was going on with gold. They took over from the normal people, they took control from the normal people, then they used it as a backup for the dollar, and the normal people became poorer and poorer and poorer. At the end, they left the gold standard, and the people became even more poor. So we as a community should be smarter. We should be learning our lessons from history and not give away this beautiful evolution of technology that is setting us free from um, financial slavery that is the government is putting upon us. So for me, I believe that we should be fighting it, and we are now supporting too many shitcoinery, supporting too many exchanges that grow really fast because they are sponsoring the World Economic Forum or sponsoring Biden and all that stuff like FTX. We are putting the focus on the wrong way, and we are buying a lot of other stuff while we should all be buying Bitcoin. And that's when the liquidity gets spread all over these new projects, there's less liquidity in Bitcoin, so the price will go less higher. If we would just collectively start buying Bitcoin and only Bitcoin, there's a shitload of liquidity going into that market, which will make sure that we don't need institutional investors to pump up the price. Um, Institutional investors need regulatory frameworks because else they can't get their hands on the stuff that we invented. And we invented it not for the suits, we invented it for us, for you, me, the poor people, and all the people that need access to a monetary system, a new monetary system that we are building. We didn't invent it to become a tool for some suits in an office from 9 to 5 to trade the shit out of an asset. So that's my opinion. I think Casta. I'm the disclaimer. I'm an investor in Casta in the company. I'm also holding their Casta tokens. I'm also using the Casta app. Yes, and also receiving the Casta card. And at the end, yes, it will make spending Bitcoin more easy for the normal people. But again, Casta is also KYC regulated. So for you and the normal people out there that don't give a fuck about regulations and KYC verifications, you can use Casta in a very positive way. If you don't want to be verified KYC or can't, then Casta is not the way. So it is a good tool for the normal people, but not for the poor people that live in favelas or in some slums somewhere here in Thailand. You know, they don't have an address. They can't get a bank account. Though getting a bank account in Thailand is not that difficult. Um, yes, retail already lost. Now it's very hard to do. TCAK, please guide. So Yogan, I'm gonna say you something now. Tell you something that I really believe, and it's not gonna sound positive, but it is. It's the truth. So yes, a lot of retail people are in loss. They bought the top and they are selling. If they wouldn't be selling, they wouldn't be in loss. They would be just going through the cycle another couple of years and being into a new bull run. The thing is that those people that now bought around the top 60, 50, 60, 70K, even 30K, they feel in loss now. Those were the newcomers in this market because else they would have sold a little bit in the top, near the top. Now these newcomers, they will always be there because when Bitcoin was at 60, 70, and 80K, and not yet 80, 60, 70K, there's a lot of other newcomers that were looking at the market. They were like, "Oh shit, I can't buy Bitcoin now; it's too expensive." They were waiting for lower prices. Now, Bitcoin moves in cycles, and these are all emotional psychology cycles. So that means when the Bitcoin price comes down, lower, 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 these new people that couldn't afford to buy it over there, they are watching it very closely, and they are like, "Okay, there will be a moment it bottoms out and it will come up again, and I will start buying." And when that happens again, when those new people that have been watching Bitcoin now for a year but didn't want to buy those expensive prices start to buy these low prices, more will follow again, and more and more and more, and then the price will increase. So this is a cycle that is happening every time. Yes, some people will be making losses, and a shitload of people will be making profits, and that's how it works in an asset. That's how it works in stocks. That's how it works in gold, silver, in fiat, everywhere. It's demand and offer. So there will people will be losing, and new people will be coming in, buying the bottom, and they will be winning. And then again, a new flood of people. So these cycles are 4 years. In 4 years, people that are now 17, 18 years old, seeing this crash, they will be able to buy maybe now, and they will be able to take profits when they are 22 in 4 years' time, for example. So this is moving in cycles. It doesn't mean that all the people involved in Bitcoin that are losing now, that stops Bitcoin. Bitcoin stops for those people that just lost a shitload or sold because they got afraid. But Bitcoin starts for the shitload of new people that were waiting for these bottom prices. So it's a cycle. Crypto Mac, I think that's a very, very, very good remark. We are way closer to the bottom than to the top. So if you look at the risk reward ratio, we could drop to 14K. So that's another 10% maybe or something, and maybe even 20%. But the uptake is way bigger. So why would I worry about 10, 20% cheaper buys if I know we go times 400% in the future? It doesn't matter to me. That's why I'm keep buying. You know, I didn't expect Bitcoin to go below the 16,700 level. Um, sorry, the 17,600 level. We did. I didn't expect it, but that's how it happens. FTX screws up, takes the market away. People are afraid, and people start to sell. Um, Sadly, this happens in every bear market. If it is not Mount Gox, it will be China banning Bitcoin or mining of Bitcoin, or the regulations of KYCs, or all that noise that you hear during the bear markets and bull markets is influencing people's emotions. So the best way for people to not feel the pain is dollar cost average into Bitcoin all the way. So you keep buying Bitcoin every Monday of the day of the week, and then just add to your portfolio every Monday. And in the end, you will be experiencing that the older Bitcoins you bought will be in profit, the later Bitcoins will be in loss, but on average you will be in profit. My opinion. Hoof and Haag. Good morning. Let me get oranges. And the rest, it's a pretty cloudy day, guys. It's like I said, and the view is beautiful. I'm sitting on this huge beach bed, a big one. It's not even on. Some people are playing golf outside over there. The garden is beautiful, and the house is also really, really, really nice, guys. And I like my back. Look there, beautiful painting. But that's enough of luxury chilling. Let's see. Do we have any other questions? Do we have some fun stuff to talk about? I didn't read the news. Um, I saw a tweet by Jack Mullers, a video about Jack Mullers. Really cool how he explained as well. That Bitcoin is completely different than everything else. There are so many things going on in this market, and it's all fun, guys. I know NFTs are fun. I know the DeFi industry is fun. I know it's all fun. I love to explore all that fun stuff as well. But at the end, again, we need to see that Bitcoin is a bit different. Bitcoin is way different than all that stuff. Bitcoin is the king. We can all focus on all that other stuff and have a lot of fun by doing so. Buying the NFTs and flipping the NFTs, and staking, or taking rewards in the DeFi. But at the end, we all know it's never that successful as Bitcoin is in the end. Bitcoin is still there. Bitcoin is still doing what it does. Bitcoin is still completely different as it is decentralized. Nobody is able to stop it. Nobody is able to do anything to it without the community knowing or agreeing with it. So Bitcoin is a complete different level than everything else out there, and that's what people just need to understand. It's Bitcoin over here, and it's the rest is over there. And people can tell me, yeah, the market cap from Ethereum will take over. All possible. You can do whatever you want, but still, this one is the only decentralized one that can't be stopped, and that they cannot force to be stopped. And that's the only one that I can start mining tomorrow and contribute to the decentralization of this whole blockchain. And all the others, it's not that easy. So proof of work for me is still the most important part in Bitcoin. I hope it will stay like this. I think it will stay like this. So yeah. No, I didn't get hit by the FTX crash. I didn't invest in FTX. I didn't have tokens there. I never talked about it. I never shilled FTX because I just didn't understand that people were loving a KYC regulated United States exchange that grew from nothing in a year to something by being one of the biggest sponsors of the World Economic Forum and the Biden campaign. So something was off. Then I had contact with them, and they were offering a shitload of money to promote them. And then something more was off because I was like, that's not healthy. How can they even pay so much money to influencers to promote them? So for me, there was a red flag over there, and that's why I didn't shill it, didn't promote it, didn't have any tokens on it. So I was lucky, maybe to be following my gut feeling, and I didn't take part in the whole FTX. And if I would have done my due diligence, and if I would have seen the owner Sam and his mistress What's her name again? The one from the Muppet Show. I forgot her name. The Muppet Show. They really look like a pair from the Muppet Show. So they probably have Muppet Show sex. Yeah, I heard there is going a sex tape from Sam Freud. Even if you just analyze his name, I don't even think the name is real. Sam Bankman. There's like Uncle Sam, the Bankman, is opening an exchange, I think with the help of the World Economic Forum and many other centralized institutions in the United States that wanted to open exchange to have that one implode and explode and then point the finger at it and say, look, this is terrible. This is like this is making so many people lose money. So we need to have more regulations. I think that happened. Exactly. It is Uncle Sam, the bankruptcy man. And I think it was all intended to be like that. I don't believe that it was like, I don't believe that an exchange can grow that fast in such a short time and then explode while it's being overseen by U.S. regulatory framework. In the United States, it's very difficult to do this kind of fraud. It's overseen by them. Then it crashes completely, and then the guy is still not in prison and all that stuff. He's still tweeting shitty tweets and sex tape coming out with him and other children. Come on, man. This is like this is not natural way of how normally this goes. So for me, it's a setup to damage the crypto industry, to show the weakness of KYC and regulatory need. So that's what I think is happening. And he just wanted to be a playboy, and he did it. And he got a shitload of money out of it for being a playboy. So yeah, that's my opinion about that. And I'm looking forward to the sex tape of Caroline and Sam, the Muppet, the Muppet Show sex tape. Be very honest to me. If you would have had one conversation with those two together, would you really have invested your money in that? No, man. It's like it's it's just impossible. I saw a few videos of Caroline. I'm like, okay, this is not this needs to be an actress. She can't be really. This can't be real, you know. Yeah. Let's see. I heard they had orgies on The Office, so maybe CZ was filming all the orgies. Maybe CZ tipped off the companies on the shit that they were doing, and then started filming the orgies, and now comes out with this, and then oh my god, nah, that's terrible, man. I feel just very sorry for all the people that lost a shitload of money. You know, I feel very sorry for those people. But you should have listened to me. You choose Bybit. Bybit has a solid team. Bybit is transparent. Bybit's assets, your assets, are backed by real hardcore assets. Bybit is a good team that even sponsors huge teams like Red Bull Racing and everything. You know, there is due diligence being done on these guys, and they are not here to scam the people. My opinion, you know. And if you want to hear my real opinion on this, then you should start to very simple. Hold your bitcoins in your own non-custodial wallets that you hold your keys of, and connect those only to trade to a DEX. In my opinion, the next the bull run that we're gonna see after this bear market, is gonna be completely based on new DEXs. So the DEX, decentralized exchanges, they will add the possibility of leverage trading. So the bots will shift to a decentralized trading with leverage on these DEXs. So the volume will slowly be all shifting from centralized exchanges by market makers to decentralized exchanges. And you can become part of that volume by becoming liquidity providers of these decentralized exchanges. So you, me, and all the other people, the retail investors, can become part of that exchange in a decentralized way, anonymous, all privacy protected, and you can trade as much as you want. So my bet, that's I've been sharing it already for months now, is Apex. So my bet is Apex Exchange. The links are down below my video. I've been telling you, subscribe to this exchange. There's a shitload of huge investment companies behind this exchange that I know, also investors as influencers like myself that I know, and there's a huge crypto company behind it as well. So this exchange, Apex, is going to be leading, I think, together with a few other decentralized exchanges, the next bull run. Why would you still send your bitcoins to an exchange if you can just have them in your wallet, like Trust Wallet or your MetaMask wallet? I think in the future, even your ledger will be able to be connected to these exchanges. So why would you still hand over your bitcoins to an exchange to trade if you can trade your bitcoins from your own wallet that nobody can take from you? You trade at that moment, and whenever you stop trading, the bitcoins are in your wallet. If the DEX, decentralized exchange, will collapse, the bitcoins are still in your wallet. They can never be taken from you. So the only thing that, yeah, Skipper, I agree with that. The only thing that you need of an op ramp, on an op ramp, is these centralized exchanges if you use your bank to do on off ramps. But people need to get smarter. I've been sharing this message now. I've been even helping people with this at the Bam Bam Beach Bar. There will be a new project. It's called maypay.com, which means may I pay with Bitcoin. Um, I'm looking into them, and they are going to make it able for you to buy Bitcoin at small stars with $500. So you go to the ATM, you withdraw cash from the ATM, and then you go with that cash into a small store or like local Bitcoins used to do, and then you just exchange that cash for Bitcoin. Then you have your Bitcoins in a private way in your private wallet. And you can trade it privately on a decentralized exchange. So there's no risk, less risk, and full privacy. And people just need to be educated on how to do it. There just needs to be a network for people to understand how to use it. Localbitcoins.com was an amazing network till they needed to do KYC regulations. But there will be a new way for you to buy Bitcoins without a bank account. So I think in Thailand, I've already been able to sell and buy some Bitcoins with cash over here. So I figured out um, how far that is scalable. Pax, would you still going on Bitcoin at this time near the bottom? I'm thinking about doing it. So for me, that's a it's a difficult question, Pax, for me to answer because I answers all these questions. A lot of people did this. Um, my brother and sister, my sister is already here in Thailand. Put her house to sale somewhere in January, and she sold it somewhere in August, and the transaction was done now the 1st of November, the 31st of October. She is now in Thailand, so she sold her house. She's now dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. She already bought a few Bitcoins, and she still has some US dollars theater aside to buy a little bit more into Bitcoin. My brother is also doing the same. He sold his house already in July. Then he went traveling with a camper van through Spain. He went back to Holland to sell his camper van. So now he's coming to Thailand, I think, in a couple of days. And also dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. I met some other families as well. One is in this video live somewhere, Patrick. He also with his family sold his house, dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. So more and more people are doing this because the prices of the houses they will go down because the interest is increasing. So the prices need to come down a little bit. So why don't you just take that profit and use that profit now to invest in a smart asset like Bitcoin that yes is in the bear market, but yes also will again go back into a bull market. So for me, the answer is yes, but I'm not a financial advisor, not an official one. I'm just doing what I do. Some people are doing the same, will be successful in my opinion as well. In a couple of years, we will be all laughing at these prices of 15K, 14K, 16K, and be like, why the fuck didn't I sell my kidneys and everything else to go all into Bitcoin? But at the moment, it's why not? But that's a different philosophy to it as only money for me. For me, it's also that flexibility is the new stability, which means don't need to own a house to feel happy and secure. I can rent houses all over the world, um, and yes, I can also live all over the world if my capital is liquid, and if I have the capital working for me. Sometimes I can also afford some luxury houses. So if you have an overvalue in your apartment of 100K, you can have that 100K working for you by a very simple way, um, investing it in Bitcoin. You can also use our algorithm that is now up and running, a spot trading bot that trades, buys and sells Bitcoin in spot trading way. Um, so you can increase your Bitcoin stack by doing so. But even if you don't do that and just hodl your Bitcoin for the next couple of years, if Bitcoin goes up back to 60k, 70k, 100k, and you have left 2 or 3 Bitcoins at that time because the rest you spend on living life, you again have 300k. So the cycles will take longer to become financially independent if you don't use Bitcoins for other stuff than just hodling, but it's still possible in my opinion. Good morning, James. I saw James in the chat as well. It's really early in the UK. So that's my honest opinion. I wouldn't have convinced my brother and my sister to do it if I would not be confident it's gonna succeed, because if it doesn't succeed, there could be a huge fight between family, and it would never risk that. So for me, it's a very simple way of changing life. And at the moment, with all the wars, economical situation, restrictions that are put upon us, in lockdowns, in face masks, in vaccinations, and all that shit, my focus is on flexibility. Flexibility is the new stability. I don't feel stable anymore by owning a house and a car and many other stuff that locks me down, or where I'll be able to be locked down by a government. That doesn't give me a stable feeling. That gives me a very scary prison, shitty feeling. The flexible feeling that I'm able to leave Europe if there is a shitload of inflation, to live in Thailand because life is 3 times cheaper here than Europe, that gives me a very stable feeling. I'm able to adapt to the economical situation out there. Bitcoin is at low levels in the bear market. We are at 15, 16k for Bitcoin. So I want to spend less Bitcoin. So I moved to a very beautiful Thailand where I spend less Bitcoins, because here 15 euros gives me a massage for an hour, a lunch, and a bed on the beach. In Europe, it's only 15 euros for the beach bed. So yes, by being flexible, you adapt to the economical situation, and you can just see that as an adventure. It's not like I'm forced to go to Thailand. It's an adventure. It's a new, beautiful time to spend a few months in Thailand and being able to hodl more bitcoins in this bear market. That's the only thing I'm doing. Flexibility is the new stability. I should write a book about that. Yeah, James. No, it's not raining here. Not here. It's good. It has been raining a few days, but then still it's warm. Crypto will become centralized. Bitcoin can never become centralized. All the other crypto can. Again, other level. Bitcoin is up there, way high. The rest is down here. That all is centralized. Bitcoin can't be centralized. Um, I know exactly what I'm doing, but I don't want to be the one that everybody points the finger at, and when they gets freaked out because they don't succeed, or when they do what I'm doing but they don't take the combo. To be very honest, the combo for me, if you go all in today, the combo is in going all in the bear market, live a minimalistic lifestyle during the bear market, so you hold enough Bitcoin for the bull market. So all in, live minimalistic, and then in the bull market take your profits, and then you can go and live a little bit more luxury. But what most people think is, oh, we go all in now and we are millionaires and we start to live very materialistic, rent huge villas and buy cars, whatever they want to do. That's not the way. You go all in, you start to live minimalistic, which doesn't mean poor, but which means um, not buying all that luxury stuff that you don't need. Eat Thai food instead of beef steaks every day. And then after 2 years, when the bull market is up and running, you will feel happy because there's a lot of bitcoins left. There was a part of the life that you finally didn't give a fuck about all that materialistic stuff and luxury, and you found out, oh, it made you even happier. And by doing that minimalistic lifestyle, you get to value everything else more, and afterwards when you get a little bit more value in your capital in bitcoin. So for me, that's a combo: all in, live minimalistic for for a year or and a half to feel normal and humble, and in the end, you can do whatever you want. No, I haven't been to Calfe del Mar. Thanks for the tip. I'm still searching. There is, I heard there is 2 or 3 places that accept Bitcoin, so I need to visit them to check how they are accepting it and if they think it's legal or not. Everyday €10, that would be really nice. Yeah, Peter. So people are saying that is illegal. That was the first comment I heard, but I also had some messages already from people that are spending their bitcoins here. So there should be a few bars in this neighborhood even that are accepting Bitcoin. So I'm just going to visit them. You know, the most crazy thing at the moment in Thailand, and to me, that is really crazy, is that weed is legalized. So there's more coffee shops in this area, Bang Tao, than I've ever seen in my whole life in the Netherlands. Yeah. So it's coffee shop next to coffee shop next to coffee shop. So everybody is allowed to buy weed, and they have huge jars full with weed, like a coffee shop. It's like a few years ago, it was like illegal. It was like death punishment on weed. You know, it was like, but now it's just normal. You smell weed everywhere. So that's the last thing that Thailand needed, some legalized weed and stuff. Yeah, if you live a humble life in those 2 3 years, then in the bear market, you again find that happiness is not in the materialistic stuff. You find that happiness is in being humble, happy, and community and people. But maybe that sounds too floatery for my channel. New info on all time with FTX, some facts, connecting the dots to others, speculating, but much to be a coincidence. Yeah, James, I don't think it's a coincidence anymore. This thing was created by the U.S. government together with the World Economic Forum, and they just wanted to harm crypto intentionally to show that regulatory framework in KYC is the safer way because they already saw that so many decentralized exchanges um, are fucking up their system. Yeah, my opinion. But I'm only looking forward to the sex video of Sam and the other Muppet. I don't even, I can't even believe that there is a video. I can't even imagine these two sitting there making that video, or lying there, or standing there. Okay, guys, it's 47 minutes. It's one on. Oh, we still have a lot of viewers. We don't have that many thumbs up, so I deserve a little bit more thumbs ups, I think. The Catch Beach Club also okay on Sundays. You are probably there now, huh? Which solution do you recommend for your BTC to be transmitted to our children? Which solution do you recommend for our BTC to be transmitted to children at the time you pass? Oh man, you can set up a lot of solutions for that. I haven't done it yet. To be very honest, for me it's very simple. Um, we have some saves, and in those saves there is a book with all my information. And if the kids if we die, they just need to grab the book. It's also accessible for them in other ways, and then they just see whatever is there, and they just you can also do it in legalized KYC regulated ways. There's a Swiss company that does all that stuff for you with multi-sig wallets. So when you die, your children's are the ones that can sign to receive the Bitcoin and all that stuff. Um, I need to research this a little bit better to give my full opinion on it. So I will do a research and then maybe even look in how I will do it myself if it's not non KYC, because I'm still non KYC. After Ether. So because I really believe that Apex Exchange is going to be huge, I bought a lot of Apex tokens. You will find them on CoinMarketCap as well. Apex tokens is the one that I'm buying. I'm still a hodler of paid network tokens, Chainlink, Polkadot. I still have some Litecoins. Did I add something else? There's still some small amounts in my portfolio. I will make a video about my portfolio one of these days when I have time. Um, Most at the moment is converted back to Bitcoin to simplify it everything. Buddhism and Bitcoin, yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, it's the simplicity of life. is the simplicity of the monetary system. If we all would be able to understand how simple it is to all massively withdraw all the money from the traditional system and put it into our new system that we built. Just imagine what happens if you all collectively go to the bank, take all the money out, and put it all in Bitcoin and start to use Bitcoin. Let's see. Somebody's coming back to Phuket. The 13th December, I still will still be here. Um, but it's a very good question, Dennis. So I'm gonna Dennis Briard. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check this as well. I wanna understand how other people are doing in a non KYC way. Alan, that's 1 second. I see some other questions. Crypto Mac, any thoughts on proof of work and smart contracts like Cadena and Caspa? No, not really. Not looked into it. Are they second layer applications? Are they working on the liquid network, or what are they doing exactly? Can you help me there? I don't know what you're asking exactly. What do you mean with this? So what I'm looking into in proof of work is the whole liquid network, because that um, will give Bitcoin the possibility to build Ethereum stuff on the Bitcoin blockchain, and I think that one is also very important for the next bull run. That we start to use the Bitcoin blockchain second layers applications also to build a sort of DeFi, CeFi industry, but then in a more safer way, robust way. To live Bitcoin in a comfortable way depends on your spendings. Depends on your spendings. Um, I believe that a life all over the world easy should be doable with 0.25 bitcoins a month. Um, that should be very easy to do. But again, I think there is even cheaper ways of doing so. So the first 3-4 years of our travels, we spent around 35k in euros per year to live life. So you can convert that to Bitcoin at the moment. Now we're spending a little bit more, but that's also because we did pretty good in the bull run and with our investments. And yeah, the kids also want to taste a little bit more a luxury lifestyle, to see the difference between the minimalistic lifestyle we've been living for the last couple of years. The last 1.5 year we lived a little bit more um, luxury houses and everything, to show them the difference. Do they feel more happy? Do they don't feel more happy? So they just need to experience it, and still luxury in a cheap way. It's like not that we are paying too much. I think Petra, my brother and sister, will talk with me together. My brother still, I think he's arriving on the 29th of November. My sister's already here. Maybe I will make a video with my sister and just make a cool content video to share her story as well. I need to ask her if she wants to agree, if she agrees. She's not that camera type. She doesn't want to be on YouTube and all that stuff mostly. That's the deal, Christoph. I need to find the most beautiful places where no people are, because there's a kind of busy shit over here, man. It's a, like there's a shit. I will continue. It's like 7 more minutes and it's 60 minutes. Um, there's a shitload of Russians here at the moment, because a lot of Russian young guys, they were they were supposed to be in the army at the moment, and to escape the draft, they came here. So, because they didn't want to fight, because they considered the Ukrainian people as their brothers, and they didn't want to be in a war, a lot of Russian people, young people, flew to Phuket to live here. So they were not able to be summed up to come into the army. So it's pretty busy, but it's also driving up the prices of the houses. Good morning, Barry. How is your tattoo doing? February is a beautiful May month to go to Lagos. It's still cheap then, because it's still low season, so you can find good accommodations. And from March it becomes warmer again, so that's good. February is still a little bit cold. You can split your seed ways. You can use a multi-sig wallet. You can do many stuff. Maybe I will make a video about the safety about that. Kozamui! Oh shit! I need to warn Kozamui. Barry is coming. Oh, the Russians are really nice people, man. I don't have any problems with the Russians. They are really cool. I just shows that there's a lot of Russian people, young people here. And the first dude that you ask why is all the Russians here is that is the answer. So they really don't want to go into army and fight. So I would have done the same. Ben jij deze of is deze nep? I don't know what you understand. What do you mean, Eric? This is just me. Guys, I'm gonna keep it to this. Very beautiful. I'm gonna meet up with some friends over here later because they are also living on this island. There's a lot of people living on this island, so there will be a lot of content created on this island. And again, of course, to support Bitcoin. Trying to make daily videos again, getting back in the rhythm, but also trying to enjoy life a little bit more often. So sometimes some short videos. Florian, yes, I know one, but I don't know if it's still up and running for everyone. I hope you really enjoyed this live. I hope there was a lot of information in it that you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed my beautiful views. If you did enjoy it, then please give the video a thumbs up. Please share it with your friends and family. Share it with your friends and family. Subscribe to the channel, of course. And let me know if you want something else, to see something else here in Phuket. I will happily drive there and do a cool live over there. If you know other people in Phuket, then tell them Didi is here. If you know there is a bar in Phuket that wants to become a Bam Bam bar, tell them Didi is here. Jolie is also here somewhere. They just went for some lunch, I think. They're back. I will ask if Jolie will join the beautiful life this time. At the moment, it is I don't know. What time is it you at your place? 6 hours later than you. I don't even know the time. I can't look at the time. 6 hours later, so I think it's 3 o'clock. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your Sunday. Is the World Championship starting tonight? It is, isn't it? Oh shit! I need to check what time it starts here in Thailand. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for a happy long time being here. Thank you, Mr. Barefoot Berry, for coming all the way up here from New Zealand. Peace to all of you, and see you next time again on Monday with a beautiful video from here, Phuket, Thailand. Bam!